Good morning. This is my last day pretending to be a ballerina, doing the Nutcracker after so many months of asking John to cover the kids. And I just thought it was important that you see, like, I have eyelash glue and like this is what I really look like in the morning. And this is me stumbling out of bed at 9 o'clock. And I know that like real moms wake up at 6 to take care of their families. But my kids they're just waking up too. They're on my schedule, it's fine. But I wanna show you what my day is like as a pretend ballerina doing her last 2 shows of Nutcracker. So I'm gonna document this a little bit cleaner than I have before. So what we have to start with is the most important thing of the day, and that is, I can't even get my eyes open. This is hard to watch even for me. But we are going to partake in a latte making experience, and I think you're gonna enjoy this part. Okay, so this is my prized possession here, and right now I'm out of whole beans, and so I'm using just regular old coffee, and it's probably ruining the machine, but I'm the type that just needs to get it done, you know? So the coffee tastes great. I've done this a few times, but it takes a little extra step. So we're gonna start out, set it to a double shot, because that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna push it a little loud. Oh, looking good. Filling up. Oh yeah. Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna take our tamper, and it's gonna make a bit of a mess. We're gonna tamp this down. I feel like I need a little bit more, so I'm gonna top her off, because you want it to be so that this line is just barely seen right here. Now, for those of you that don't know, I used to be a barista when I couldn't find a job as an interior designer on account of the economy crashing. And it was honestly the best job of my life. It was so fun. So put the tamper back up in the little magnetic holder. We're gonna secure this, and now I'm gonna hunt for my silver cup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the most important thing to consider is that half and half is what makes a delicious latte. And if you do the whole thing with half and half, it's called a breve. And the informal street term for that is gonna be blanket for your tummy. It is the most soothing, amazing experience. But I'm gonna break this up with a little bit of whole milk. If you're on a diet, you can use skim milk, but your latte is gonna be disgusting. So I would just suggest not partaking in the milk at all. All right, so do it right or don't do it at all. You hear me? So we're going to get our steamer going, and we have to make sure the tank is full, which it is. So we're all set. And sometimes this just takes a moment to warm up. I'll just start spitting out water. You can kind of clean it as you go. And the idea here is that we need to steam this on an angle. It gets a little loud. So first we have to kind of get the bubbles out so that the steaming wand isn't making that high-pitched squeal. So you kind of give it a little bit of air. Let me show you this. So it's, oh boy, someone's camera skills are a little rough. All right. Okay, there we go. So we're steaming it on an angle. And what that also does is it kind of just like stirs it up at the same time, making the air bubbles and then creating a nice foamy, frothy milk. Again, you're gonna notice a lot of things in my life are like close enough and not technically 100%, except for when it comes to ballet. I really try to do it right and design. But you should have a thermometer, and I think it's 140 degrees. You're gonna wanna fact check that on the internet, that you have for this to be the ideal temperature. But for me, I just put my hand on the side, and when it feels too hot, I go a little bit longer. So it usually takes about, I'm assuming, a minute, and maybe that's too long, but about a minute to really steam this up. So you can kind of even see, again, I'll take my terrible skills, how this is coming along the frothiness is really coming to life, and it's getting warmer every second. Delicious. Okay, so now it's hot, so I'm gonna give it about 10 more seconds, and we're gonna turn it off. Something that is important for care for your machine is to turn it back on so that steam can kind of kick the milk out of the bottom of the wand. Otherwise, it gets gunked and jammed up, and then your machine gets sad. All right. So I'm just gonna wipe this down so my mug doesn't get all disgusting. And we get to do the most exciting part of my day. We go to our mug wall and we get to pick which one is what we're feeling today. And it is the last Nutcracker day, so I feel like we need the crush in a mug. So there it is. Let's finish this off. Now, my machine is a little bit, like, I don't know if broken's the right word, but it's acting a little funny, and usually it'll automatically stop. But it's I don't know, we have to stop it ourselves manually. So I'm gonna hit the 2-shot button right here on the front. We're gonna watch, get you a good view of these as they fill up. So we're watching both this gauge to make sure that the pressure is correct and gets up in the ideal espresso range in the blue. And then we're watching our espresso fill up, making sure we're catching it. And this nice little thing on the top is the crema. That's what we want to see kind of forming. And it's getting pretty full, so I'm gonna manually stop it here because we don't want it to get watered out. And now we're going to pour these into the Crushing It mug, because that's what we're gonna do. At dance, we're gonna crush it today. I have 2 classes, 2 shows, but I'm only doing 2 of the 3 parts I was cast in, just because my time is up there. And the other beautiful ladies are gonna be doing those. And look at this. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a good day. It is a lovely, foamy, frothy breve / latte. I even have a little extra. I'm just gonna, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go jump in the shower, put this face back together, get my leotard on, and we'll continue our journey. This is how many creams it takes to, when you're 35, to make sure your face stays nice and lovely. I don't know what they do, but my good friend Stephanie said this is what I need, and it honestly is like working. You might disagree, but I know what my skin used to look like. I'm not 25, it's fine. There's things that come along with their 30s that are a bonus, like wisdom and experience and children, a long marriage. So, and incidentally enough, that's what brought on all of the stress wrinkles. So maybe I would look 25, but it's worth spot treatment. Those masks don't make it easy on the acne. Got some maskne going on. All right. Now this is going to be the most unprofessional makeup application you've ever seen. That's fine. I don't care. It is what it is. Okay. Sheesh. All right, my friend Jen also sells Line Life, and I do really love this foundation. So it covers all the things, but the better and better my skin gets, the more I just go back to a light powder, and that is my preference because it's super easy to put on. All right. Even things out a bit. And because it's a show and I don't want my face to be too shiny, I'm going to just go ahead and do a little powder on the forehead. Okay. My lighting is also awful in my bathroom. So, I'm going to need some color added back into this un-sun-kissed face. I never go outside. Outside's for the birds, like legit. Not for me. Contouring. I really don't know what I'm doing. But I've seen some people online and they do this kind of thing. It looks good, right? Okay. And time to tame the beast. And since it's a show, I'm going to do some highlighting on the eyes. That's it. I should probably bring it on. Okay. I don't need this. So I'm also packing my bag for the night. I still need breakfast, but I think I'm still going to do my lips just to give them a nice base. All right, now it's time for the eyeshadow. Okay. I have hooded eyes, so I have to bring it up a little higher than maybe most. Still tired, waiting for the coffee to kick in. As you can see, I've got my Nutcracker thing going on. The other thing is I decided to do this video vlog for the day, and my phone has like 20% battery, so I just have to keep plugging it in, and it's funny. I feel like last minute ideas. How's that looking? Don't judge me, all of you makeup people who know what you're doing. I have 2 tricks: dancing and designing, well 3, and mothering. And that's it. I don't have any more. So, time. You'll also notice my approach is everything to be done in under 20 seconds because I don't have time for this. Next step for the day is going, oh no, I need these, okay. Is going to take class on stage, which is honestly my favorite part. If I've learned anything from performing in the past and my second act here, when I started performing in 2019, is I like tutus and costumes. I like being part of the group. I don't actually like that moment right before you go on stage and you think, why did I do this to myself? This is so crazy. And what if I forget all my stuff and look like a fool and ruin the show for everyone? But it's been fine. But it's that feeling that of instant regret as soon as the show starts. Now since we're on show 6 today and 7, all the nerves are gone. But last night at the show, I had some glitches. Like, if there was ever we needed proof that we are actually machines, I had some terrible glitches last night. All right. I see some eyelashes from last night's show. I think I'm going to reuse them. Here we go. Eyelashes are also the thing with dance that's kind of, I don't personally enjoy. We're getting on 7 minutes here, so I feel like I'm going to just probably do a fast forward version of this. Now the question is always, where is the eyelash glue? Okay. The other thing I'm going to do for fancy show makeup is add a little bit of this white highlight, because unlike the other youthful dancers, I have bags that I've earned from years of not sleeping and running a business that make me appear more fatigued. So if I have no expression on my face, I can maybe pull off a younger dancer, but the second I smile, all the wrinkles show up, but that's fine. Just own it, you know? I have a beautiful spirit. I don't need a beautiful face. Okay, already did the mascara. Alrighty, time for the piece of la resistance. The lashes. Oh boy. Is there any left in here? Okay. Getting low on the glue. Oh god. Which eye is this? I think it's this eye. Oh boy. Got eyeliner on the side of me. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That okay thing is like something my family says, and I don't know if John, or Pistol Podge invented it. And for those of you who don't know, Pistol Podge is my 4-year-old whose name has a beautiful name, Audrey. It's like one of the most beautiful names on the planet, and we started calling her Odge Podge when she was a little baby, and then that turned into Pistol Podge as we saw her personality grow into a pistol. So now she walks around saying, Pistol Podge in the house. And it's a classic Podge. Okay. Whew. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, that's probably the least interesting makeup tutorial you've ever had. But, ta-da! I'm gonna clean up my station. And I think John, he always makes pancakes every Saturday for the kids when I'm gone at dance on a normal Saturday. And so he is busy downstairs in the kitchen. And I think he's making oatmeal for us, which I'm gonna use to fill my tummy because the show is not until 2. 1 or 2, but I have to leave in like half an hour. Oh, I have to do my hair. Okay. The theater for warm-up class, and I'm driving, so I'm going to put this down here in a second. But before I pushed record on this, Vampire Weekend just happened to come onto my radio, and it is blasting, and it is a great tune to start this day. Lots of good beats. So that's it. There's nothing else about this part of the day. I'm just driving to the Stapleton Center. I don't even know what it's. we just wrapped show number 7 of the Nutcracker, and I am feeling relieved and tired. And right now I wish that Starbucks was open, but they close early now because they never bounced back after COVID. And John asked for a bottle of wine, so I'm gonna go pick him up that because he has earned it. And I probably am gonna order food from the Cheesecake Factory and just eat it and fall asleep in bed in my own pile of food. So reflections, I did not vlog as much today as I wanted to, but I took some pictures, and I'm going to add some I don't know, not a voiceover, but some text to it, maybe do it as a more of a blog and post this with it so I can fill in the gaps. But it's good. I want to talk about my experience, and I think write a little bit more about what it is like to be a mom of 3 who owns a business, who still has a habit of dancing and for whatever reason is not done. I think it's kind of tricky because in other cities that are bigger than Des Moines, you can totally dance as a professional into your 30s. Now 25 is like prime, but it is possible. But in a little town like Des Moines, Iowa, there just aren't as many opportunities for dancing in general. And then of course somebody in my stage of life. So I know one other mom, a lovely lady who is still younger than me, who dances, and that is awesome. And if there's more of you out there, I want to know, because it feels very lonely sometimes. It's either like I'm dancing with teenagers, keeping up, which helps, I feel like, push me, or taking warm-up class with professionals who are, also young but amazing dancers. And not that the teenagers aren't amazing, but it's just it's a different either or. And then there's me, and it can be a lonely thing, but it's been really cool to be welcomed everywhere I go. Like, everyone in Iowa is super friendly and accepts me for my weirdness and the fact that I still am dancing. So anyways, overall great experience. I don't know what I'll do next year. I may not dance at all. I may dance. I will not know, but I know that I have never done 7 shows before with 3 roles. That was probably the most dancing I've ever done right in a row in a performance, even when I was, a teenager doing competition. So really fun to stretch myself that way and kind of push the envelope and see if I still have it. And I'm not going to comment on whether I still have it or not, but I certainly showed up, and it was fun, and I made a lot of really good memories, and loved seeing backstage all of the talent that is in the city. And I don't know, we'll see where I show up next, but I can tell you this much: it's Christmas now, and it is time to be with my family. I miss them terribly. And that's what I'm gonna do with the next couple of weeks. So probably gonna write a little bit too if I have time, to catch up with Eden and Gray, make sure that the big plans that I have for 2022 are rolling. And I would say watch out for that one, because this girl's dreams are a little bit large. So we'll see what happens, but stay tuned.